If we say some father is idiot, you ask him why. Listen to these girls. What the father did to her. From the age of 10 years, the father began to sleep with her. But that person deserves to call father. What is going on in this world? What these people put themselves, where they use their daughter as exchange of that foul, they put themselves. Let's watch the video and see what is going on.
I got virgin by my father when I was at the age of 10 years old.
This girl has seen shege in the hands of her biological father since the age of 10, and the role her mother played after she found out that the biological father had been sleeping with the daughter will make you to cry or either call her a witch.
Okay, it all started when I was like 10 years old. I have two brothers and I'm the only female and I'm the firstborn.
Okay.
I have a mother, I have a father also. So I got virgin by my father when I was at the age of 10 years old. The first time it happened, I explained to my mom, she did not do anything about it. So I was like, why did she not do anything about it? I called her that, Mom, something like this happened. She said it would be fine, that she would do something about it. I said, okay, but that time I was still small, I think it was normal. So it happened the second time again. That was when I was 10, going to 11 years old. He had sex with me again. Because,
This is your biological father?
yes,
Okay. And you told your mom and she didn't...
did not do anything about it.
What's your mom's background? Like, where's she from? What does she do? Like, where did you guys live?
Live at room and parlor self-contained.
Lagos?
Yeah,
And she didn't do anything?
no, for now.
Did you have any other source of friendship, loved ones, or...
No, I don't have friends.
And you didn't have cousins, aunties, nobody?
No, I have no, like, daddy did not want me to be, because sometimes whenever maybe Christmas time, like that, I want to go and do holiday, one of my sister's place or my mommy brother's people, like, no, I should not go. I should just be with him, always.
At 10, I'm believing that you had a little sense of what was going on. You understood everything was wrong.
Yes,
Did you ask him why?
Yes, I asked him why. I was like, it's normal. That's what he told me.
Where's your father right now?
He's at the police gender desk, because I don't know what they're doing about it now.
When did this come to light? When did you report this case?
That was January.
This January.
Yeah. Because it has been happening for so long.
Sorry. Like, what was your reaction? Your first reaction, like the first ever time he tried it? What was your thought? Like, where were you?
I was like,
What
is this
where were
man
you?
okay? Like, but the way he was doing, so I was thinking what he was doing was normal.
And you asked him, and he said that.
Yes, that's what he told me. He said it's normal, that if I go online, I will see that it happened.
How did you get to reporting him? Like, what was the courage? How did we get here?
Because it always happened. So, because
Was this constant?
like 3 times in a week.
Oh gosh. Have you been to the hospital since? Like, have
And
they?
when I went to go and report at the Noveza, so they took me to Mirabel. So that's when I went to go and do the test.
Can you run us through the day that you actually left home when you reported him?
Okay, it was this year. That was in January, because he sent me a message to leave as well. I'm going to pay a POS machine. So when I was thinking about what happened, I was like, let me go and report. Because what happened is that while I was still there because of my education, because I know
At home?
Yeah, so while I was still there because of my education, but I should run away to affect my education. So I have to stay. So they said that when I want to do my WAEC, that was 2020, he was like, you have to sleep with me first before you could pay me money for WAEC. So I was like, pay down to
Are you sure he's your father?
Yeah.
You asked your mom?
Yes. She said yes. So I was like, I have to write the WAEC, so I have to lay myself down for him. Unfortunately, he did not pay the money. It was like he did not have money for it. Same thing 2021. Same thing 2022. He lied that he would pay. He had to sleep with me first. So I have to, So when I said that he's not helping me at all, I have to run away.
You never got pregnant?
No.
How old are you now?
18, going to 19.
So you obviously started seeing your period and stuff from a while back.
Yeah.
And all through he's never gotten pregnant.
Yes. And he used to give me drug.
So he didn't care if you had ever got pregnant?
He doesn't care. Because there was a day I even asked him, what if I get pregnant? He was like, what is his business? If I have for my own life. So
like, what was your everyday to day life with him? Living in the house, not doing sex, but like when you're cooking, working, when you're going to school, like how were you looking at him?
I was looking at him like maybe my friend, because he doesn't look like my father to me. Because how would my own father be doing like that to me? No?
Yeah.
When
you're strong, you're so strong, and you're so brave. Like, I've never seen anyone as strong as you. Like, I'm not even just saying this. You're literally such an amazing person to even go through that and sit on this chair and talk to us about your emotions. Like, I just want to be your friend. And like, I want you to know that this will never destroy you. As long as I'm alive, this will never destroy you. I'm making you that huge promise. I swear to God. Where's your mom?
she's at home with my uncle's brother.
What does she do?
Well, she does sell food, but what happened is that where she was selling food before, they've sold the shop, so she has to be at home for now. Says she wants to look for another shop, so I don't know whether she has seen or not.
How old is your little brother?
Our second born is 14 going to 15.
He goes to school.
Yeah.
Do you still speak to your mom? Do you speak to her now?
No, because I don't have phone, so because he has seized my phone. Due to this reason, he was like, because that day I was making a call, I was calling one of my classmates, so he was like, who have I called? He think I was calling a guy, so he collected the phone. I was like, give me back my phone. He was like, he has to sleep with me again before he could give me back that phone. Since phone is not my problem, I did not collect the phone from him since that time. So I'll be planning, maybe I know that by God's grace I will get one.
The day you were trying to leave home, he hadn't paid your WAEC fees over and over again. So that day, what got inside of you? What courage did you have to have left the...
Okay, what happened was that day I was at his work, his shop. So he sent me a message to Lily. And whenever I remember what happened, I always feel bad. Sometimes I just sit down alone crying. So that day, I don't know what gave me the courage, to be frank. I don't know what gave me the courage. Because I was just sitting down. I just stand up. I was just going till I get to local government. That might just tell me I should enter and I went to go and report.
And what did they say to you? How did
the welfare officer had not taken the matter seriously. Like, God sent a woman to me who's maybe a friend is working at Ministry of Justice. Because the welfare officer had not doing anything about it. They're just telling me come back.
How many times did you go there?
Almost like 5 times.
So how did you meet this other lady?
Because that day I was there waiting for the workers. So the woman had called me. She was like, she used to see me here every day. That what happened? I didn't know what to tell her before because I was just crying. She asked like what happened. She now sits me down. She was like, what happened? And I explained to her. She had to feel emotional that she was also crying. She was like she will help me because she's not in charge of such a matter. So she now picked up her phone. She called her friend who she's working at the Ministry of Justice. That one asked if she come on Monday because that day was on Friday. Said if she come on Monday. So we went on Monday. So
they filed a case.
Yeah, and do you know what happened? When they arrested him, he denied it, and I have an evidence.
You have or you didn't?
I have.
You have, yeah.
Because that when I was at that local government, the woman told me I have to have an evidence because he would deny it. So someone lent me phone there. I called him. I was putting the phone call on record.
Yeah.
So he was like, where am I? I was like, why would you be asking where am I? Like, you are the one that caused it that I leave. It was like I should come. I was like, I will not tell him until he vowed to me that he won't sleep with me anymore. He was like, hope nobody's there. I said yes, nobody's there. That hope he won't sleep with me. And I said yes. I asked him up to 6 times. He said yes. The woman, when the woman heard that he said the woman burst into cry, she was like, I asked him again that hope he won't sleep with me anymore. He said yes, that I won't sleep with me. I should be coming back home. That he have already missed me. And I called the call.
And he misses you?
Yes. And I called the call, and the call was on record. So when they arrested him, it was like he intentionally say yes just for me to come home.
Right.
So then I asked my mom that, did I tell her such a thing? She was like, it's a lie, that something like that has not happened before. She was even causing that, assuming something like that has happened, she should know the fruit of her labor. She sweared it that day. I not tell her that, is it because you want to prevent your husband? Just to risk your child's future? She swear that, assuming anything like that happened, that she should know the fruit of her labor. That was
Are
she
you sure
said.
they're your parents?
Yes.
How do you know they're your parents?
Because I met
Do you
my
look like
son.
them?
I look like my dad. Whenever you see my dad, see me, you don't know this is my dad because we look alike. The woman was asking me, I could not answer. I just have to go outside.
How do you feel? How do
I
you
feel-
feel as a person?
I feel very bad. Like the world is coming to an end
No,
to
the world
me.
is not coming to an end. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Are you with a rehabilitation center? Are you in a shelter? What's going on with your life? Have you finished school? Did you manage to write your WAEC?
No. Okay. I don't write why. Everything I do just because me, that's 2020, I was just like, let him sleep with me, just to pay that money for why. He sleep with me, they don't need to pay the money for why. You know that I don't have the money. He has the money.
You just didn't
He
want to.
just don't want to pay the money. Every year.
How were you socially? How did this impact your social life with school people, outsiders?
You know what happens is that maybe if I'm just with someone coming, I'll be like, I've seen my father can do this kind of thing to me. Why would I say I can't do more than that to me? So I don't trust anybody. Sometimes when I'm at school, like teacher just comes to the office that I want to see, I won't go.
You're scared.
Yes, I'm scared.
Is your father the only man that has ever sexually been with you?
Yes.
Do your brothers or siblings know about this?
Yes.
And you don't speak to them?
You know what? It's only my second born that knows about it because there was a day I was crying. It's at the party. Now I see what happened. I was like, she won't tell anybody because I was like, if I should tell him, maybe I'll feel relieved. And I explained to him, he was like, I should go and tell mommy this. Like, I'll tell you that mommy knows about it. She was like, what did mommy do? I said she did not do anything. He was like, I was like, she should keep short.
What did he do?
What did he do that? When he said when he get to his school, he would tell his teacher. I said she should not tell anybody. That's what happened.
What does your father do?
POS, because he has many branches and he has 6 girls.
POS, like
POS business.
Okay. So not to trigger more emotions from you or anything, but what was his routine? Like, how did he always come to you? What was the process? Were people around? Was your mother around? Like, what would he do? Would he wait for when no one is, or he didn't even care when he calls you or when he came to
I
you?
don't care.
So what did he used to do?
Sometimes when I was at the shop, maybe all his 6 girls has come. He was seated at
Do you think he was doing the same with his sales girls?
Yes.
Okay.
So sometimes he would like I should stay at the shop, like I'll be struggling like leave my neck, he won't leave me. So we just add his way roughly, like I can't even, and he has one hand.
He has one hand?
Yes.
Why? What's happened to his
His
other hand?
accidents where he was working before, so the machine woke up with one hand, so it's remain one hand.
Oh.
So when he has done everything finished, he will be like, let us be going anymore. I'll be crying. Let us be going. Do you want to sleep here? Sometimes he will just leave me at the shop. We'll go to the house. I started shouting. Like I did something wrong. If I don't get home, I will like, mom will like, what happened that? So my daddy, before I get home, my daddy would have already said story down what I do.
Lied to you.
Yes. So when I get home, mom will know to hear what happened.
You have
She'll
to
be like,
say.
she'll start shouting at me. I'll be like, no, God, I want to tell you something. She will not want to hear. Like I will not even have time to talk to her. So maybe the second morning I'll call her that mommy, something like this happened.
She still won't do anything.
She did not do anything. Or she just calling. Yeah, your daughter said this kind of thing. No?
Oh, she did?
Yes. And my mom, she has catch my dad on top of me before.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, she would do something like that will even motivate her to talk. She did not say anything.
So she saw your dad on top of
Yes.
you and she still walked away?
Yes.
Did you after that go back to her?
No, I had to go and meet her that. Is this not my father? I was like, Mom, you see what happened? She was like, she don't talk anything about that. I should not spoil her mood. I should not spoil her mood for now. Please, I should leave her alone. And I'll leave her alone. So when we get to a stage of time, that was this year, I was like, since this woman is not helping, let me go and report. Because I was supposed to have reported since, but when taking leave, I tell her she will do something about it. But she's not doing anything about it. That's why I had to go and report.
So where you guys lived, was it like a standalone compound? Were you sharing with neighbors? What kind of house did you
Yes,
have?
we were sharing with neighbors.
Did he used to try it at home or always in the shop?
Both home
Home and shop.
and shop.
So at home you never tried to scream? Maybe your neighbors would hear? And
I don't want to. I don't want to, like, people should know what is happening. Me take it about tell my mom. Maybe she will do something about it.
Yeah.
But since I used to tell her, she needs to do anything about it. So that's why let me go and report. Sometimes at home in the night, sometimes, because I used to sleep with them on the same bed before, because the bed is very big.
Okay.
So when I notice something like that is happening, I used to sleep in the parlor. So there's one day and I tell her that, she asked me why am I sleeping inside on the parlor. I was like, it's not because of what my dad is doing to me that I sleep in the parlor. And she was like, she just go, because she's doing as if she knows about it, or she's scared to talk, or because maybe she's scared to talk. I don't know what is wrong.
Do you know you're the most beautiful, bravest human being I've ever met?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're so brave. I can't even compare myself to you. Like, you're so brave.
Thank you.
I would have died a million times. You're literally so brave and so strong. Not to take any more of your time and your emotions, just one last question. What would you say to those people that are in similar situations like you've been through? What's your word of advice to them?
The word of advice I have for them is that, I don't know anything in that person's mind. I only know my mind. Because do what is in my mind, that whatever, something like that, they should go and report. Because if they don't report, it will be a wound in their heart. So they just go and report just to end the wound.